On this very occasion, we are here not to celebrate the life of a young man that has died, but to mourn. It is not a very good occasion to us. But what appalls me and appalls the people of this particular area is that there's very little that has been done in regard to the death that has occurred. It's almost 1 week down the line since the disappearance and the appearance of the appearance of the corpse. But the local administration has not made any arrest. That tells me that either things are not working here. Do we want to say that the local administration does not have any information or any intelligence in regard to the death that has occurred here? And in this very week, that is the week that we lost this guy, other 10 people were also killed in Suna East. So it tells me that the security in this particular area is at its knees. One, this is what we propose as a people that live in this particular place. We will want to see a change. And this change, it has to occur in the security apparatus and within the community. I will want to say that we need to beef up the Mijikumi system. Secondly, we have a problem here. Our leaders, especially the elected leaders, are absent in this particular matter. We've not seen our MCA talk about insecurity in this region. We've not seen our MP talk about it. So butchering people becomes a normality. Well, both. The administrative system, if it were working, by default it should be working. But at the moment it is not working. Why do I say that this administrative, that is, there are lapses within the administrative structures of this particular place? Since this boy died, there is no arrest that has been made. There are no suspects that have been nabbed. It tells me that nobody is concerned about his death. If it was something that is sensitive as it is, we will see some heads rolling down. And it does not pass my conscience to say that the local administrative structures here know the behavior of people living within this particular place. So if one will cunningly say that he does not or is not aware of what happens here, then it means he doesn't know the type of work that he should do. Yes, the security apparatus, especially those that are concerned with manning that is Suna East sub-county, should be reshuffled. They are either conduits or that is, they look at the people who perpetrate these messes as their apologies or something like that, because even the guys that are arrested here, there's no conclusive, that is, judgment that is given to them. They leave the cells before being taken to court. That tells me that either there is a breakdown down here. To solve this, again, the youth, we cannot blame the youths every time when there is little that the government has done to abdicate such kind of problems. Obviously, idle youths will perpetrate any kind of messes or mayhem in the society. But on this occasion, we want to say, and this is what I say, that something must be done. Yes, something must be done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to confirm and condemn the death of my brother Kevin on a strong basis. I want to say that this kind of death cannot be welcomed in any community. I want to also emphasize and tell the community that the government has structures. We've requested for a police post in Kakrao for over 3 years now. Till to date, we have not seen a single policeman within Kakrao. Why are we requesting police protection in Kakrao? Kakrao is growing so much to be a town. In fact, it is much part of a Migori town. We have seen places like Oruba, they have a police post. Why not Kakrao? In fact, because I'm in government, I can't blame government. But I want to ask the government that we need a police person in Kakrao as soon as possible. I'm just the chief of this area. Okay? I don't own a gun. Okay? And therefore, if there is any call that requires my attention at night, police should be there to assist us. I want to say that security also begins with the normal wananchi around here. I'm urging them to take control of this community. How? We must not allow every Tom, Dick and Harry to come and live in Kakrao. All the houses, rental houses that are here, they are being owned by our locals here. We are urging them, when somebody is coming into these houses, we must know who they are. And when they see that we as the administration, we are trying to push some people away from this area, we request that the community give us support. We have this community at heart. And we are saying all the government instructions during this COVID period must also be followed. Government has structures. When an episode like this one happens, the government is there. The police are there to do their investigations. We cannot purport, me as the assistant chief, that I know the killers. We must leave the security agencies to do their part. That's the truth of the matter. They must do their part, do the investigation, come to the root of all this cause. We as the local of Kakrao, what we must do is very simple. Let us know one another. Let us do community policing around here so that we know every Tom, Dick and Harry that comes around. The government is rolling very slowly, but I know at one time they will hear our request. We need a police station in Kakrao. We are saying this because, just 1 minute, there are much that we've done as the local administration, especially me as the assistant chief. If you go to the OCS office, if you go to the DCI, you go to the DC, they know the situation in Kakrao. And that's the only job that I have to do. Nothing else. Is to give those reports. They have all those reports. If there are names to be named, they have those reports. So we are urging the government, and especially the security agencies, because I'm not an arresting officer, they should come, work in hand with us, so that this thing is done away with. The issue of illicit brew. Because I know there's very much part illicit brew is concerned. This community must stand with us so that we stop this illicit brew thing. We must reduce it to zero. Because this community is supporting illicit brew. That is why if you see a chief, they say the chief is bad. But the truth is, we are doing arrest here. Even yesterday, we have somebody in court today. So they can't say we are not doing much. But we cannot arrest the whole community. Tutakuwa tunalinda nani? Si ni kweli? Kitu ambacho tunawaambia, issue ya pombe haramu, pombe ya chang'aa, mpaka ifanye nini? Irudi chini. Ndio maana ya security itaendelea. Ndio maana tutapata maendeleo. Kama kuna mahali yoyote kuna pombe, hakutakuwa na maendeleo. Sio ni ukweli? Hatutakuwa na maendeleo kama kuna pombe. Kwa hivyo hawa vijana wetu ambao wako hapa, wale wenye wanya kazi ama wenye waende shule, kila mtu aende shule. Mtu akisoma, if you go to school, you have very little to do with insecurity. Lakini if you are here, drinking chang'aa, taking bang everywhere, you will be the cause of even heckling the chief when he's taking a very important thing in a funeral. Let us respect our chief. Let us respect the administration. Let us respect the government and get the government what is doing.
From now, we are just coming from burying a young boy who was killed on 3rd. Was it 3rd? I think it is 3rd. Sasa kenye tunaomba serikali yetu iweze kutusaidia na security tafadhali. Tumejaribu kuongea sisi wenyewe hapa vile tunaweza leta security hapa, but it seems it's not enough. There is a time tulikuwa promised a police post, mpaka saa hii hatujaona. Tumekuwa watulivu tangu tupate hii mziba, na tunaomba serikali isichukue hiyo kama advantage, ichukue hiyo kama dharura ili iweze kuja kuaddress. We don't know the killers of the boy. We have lost a very young teacher, a leader of tomorrow. Sisi tumekasirika na tungeomba serikali iweze kutuwekea mataa. Hatuna security lights along this area hatuna. Na hapo it is very dangerous kwa sababu utapata mikora wanajificha hapo. Mimi hiyo ndio ombi yangu, na tafadhali county commissioner kama unatusikia pale huko, kwa sababu wewe ndio representative ya president hapa Migori County, come and rescue us. We are crying. Our hearts are bleeding. Yes. The county commissioner tafadhali, wewe ndio representative wa Matiang'i hii area. Kindly come to our rescue.
I want to air my transgressions direct to the leadership of this country. I'm addressing from President, the Security Chief, Mr. Matiang'i. We are crying of security. Kakrao Ward as a whole, Suna East, being the administrative headquarters of this county, we are really challenged by security. There is no way in a week we can bury 3-4 bodies. This is intolerable. We need this issue to be addressed in this ward, and we also need sanity in terms of police enforcement. There's no way a ward can only have one police station, one center, when other jurisdictions have several police stations to address this national issue of security. There's no development we can address in this nation, in this area, everywhere, without security. People are not sleeping. Added to curfew. There's nothing. We are crying as a government. We are crying. We are appealing to the government to address the issue of insecurity in Kakrao Ward. We need several police stations. It is our prerogative role to crack the government, and the government should implement that these erratic killings should come to an end, so that we can live in harmony and develop as any other nations and any other area in this vicinity. In terms of development infrastructure, Kakrao Ward is one of the most undeveloped area in the nation, so to say. Where this boy has just been killed, we have a market down here, a market which has been lying over a period of time. It has taken millions of years to be addressed this issue. We don't have electricity. We don't have good roads. Where are we? In which part of Kenya are we living? What is this that's taking place that cannot be remedied by the government? I don't want to put blame on local administrations because they are under anarchy of the president. But we need electricity, because once you have electricity installed, security will be beefed up. We need young youths or youths of this area to get funding to the education missions. We need water. We should live as any other part of this country. The benefit that other countries get, other areas get, we are also endowed to get them. I don't know what's really happening in this world. I kindly urge the decisions in terms of any development agenda and any voter of development to style up and come and rescue the issue of insecurity, electricity, and general development of this world, including the markets. We don't have markets. Youths are idle because they lack somewhere to do or something to do.
But the leaders we have around here, except for the assistant chief that we often see, we have our MCA. I think the MCA of Kakrao Ward is George Oweti. Since this incident occurred, we haven't seen him on the ground. We haven't seen him address. We haven't heard of him address this issue of insecurity. Even at the time of this burial, we're not seeing him around here. We don't know what's going on. We also have our MP and their representatives. They've also not addressed the issue. And there are areas that have not had this opportunity to get the electricity. Some of these rural roads have no electricity. And when there is darkness, you know, it's easier for the thugs or even thieves to accost someone on the way, going home at what time of the night, maybe. So we are asking the authority, we are asking the Deputy County Commissioner to organize one day through our sister chief and even our able chief that we have to address wananchi so that they can hear the plight of the people of Kakrao. Because it's now becoming a very serious issue. You don't know who is next. It might be me even who is talking here now. So we have to know what's going on. We have to be addressed by the leaders and be told how the security is going to be enhanced now, from now and forever, and all the days coming. It's very sad. You see the youth are not impressed by the way the security is addressing this issue. They want the leaders to come and tell them what's going on and why the security cannot be enhanced during these times of curfew. Because the thugs are taking advantage of the curfew and they're not even seeing the policemen around patrolling.
Mimi kwa upande wangu tuna ulemevu mwingi sana katika Kakrao. Kwanza mahali hakuna sitima, security haiwezi patikana. Ukiangalia hii miji kwenda mpaka chini huko kurudi mpaka huko, hii mambo ya rural electrification sisi haijatukujia. Sasa tunashangaa tuko wapi? Jambo la kwanza, tunaomba serikali itupatie sitima hapa, kwa sababu mahali tunamwangaza security pia inaonekana. Security inakuwa nzuri. Jambo la pili, ninaomba kwamba sisi watu wa Kakrao tunaogopa serikali sana. Na kama tunaogopa serikali, tunaomba serikali pia tupe security. Tuwe na at least wema wa kuishi, kwa sababu maendeleo haiwezi patikana mahali security hakuna. Sisi hapa tuna vijana. Vijana wa hapa wengi wana nguvu ya kufanya kazi. Lakini unapata kwamba security haiwezi patikana kwa ajili ya kwamba kile kidogo wamepata wanakuja wanalemewa, wananyang'anywa, wanauawa. Kama huyu Kevin ambaye ameuawa hapa. Ni kwa sababu serikali itupi security ya kutosha. Curfew ambao waliweka saa 1 ilimpa mamlaka wahalifu kupenya na kukuta wale ambao sio wahalifu na kuua. Kwa sababu kama hatungekuwa na hii curfew, wananchi at least wangetembea saa kama hizo, kijana alikuwa anakuja nyumbani, wangempata na wangeona cha kufanya. Na kwa sababu ya hiyo curfew imetuongezea shida hapa. Kwa sababu hii curfew unapata kwamba wengi wanafanyanga kazi jioni. Na ikifika jioni, saa zile ambazo tumepewa curfew ni fupi, saa 1. Na hiyo saa 1 ndio watu wanatoka kazini wananunua vitu. Sasa unapata hii imetuletea shida. Imempa tena wale wahalifu kupata njia ya kupenya na kuvamia wale ambao hawana hatia hata kidogo, na kuwanyang'anya ile kidogo na kuwaua.
Kufuatana na kifo chake kimenishtua sana, na omba serikali aswa iangalie insecurity ya Kakrao. Imekuwa mbaya sana. Kifo cha Kevin ilikuwa kifo mbaya sana. Kukatwa na mapanga kwa kichwa, ni kama alikuwa tortured before akwe kill. Na naomba serikali iangalie mambo sana, kwa sababu naona insecurity ya Kakrao imekuwa mbaya, kwa vile unaweza tembea kwa barabara hautawahi kutana na maskari, utakutana na strangers. Wengine wanakimbiza watu, haujui penye wametoka. Sasa hivi tunazika mwalimu, mtu mwenye amesoma, anazikwa tu juu amewao. Naomba tu serikali ikiona tu itusaidie. Tuko kwa limbaya. Ni maombi kwa kila mtu. Sasa hivi tuko na we have fear. Hatuwezi tembea kwa vile hata kwa boma tu unasikia makuku zinaibiwa. Nini, hata kwenda msalani lazima uamshe mwenzako akusindikize, watu 2 watatu. Kakrao ni kubaya sana. Naweza sema tumekuwa na machiefs. Mimi tangu naweza kukaa Kakrao tumekuwa na machiefs karibu 3 ambao nimewaona. Kulikuwa Titus Odira, by then yenyewe ungesikia wizi lakini ilikuwa chini. Au ungesikia mtu kuawa. For the first time sasa ndio nimeona mtu mnyame wao na katupo. Kitambo nilikuwa naona wezi wakiwawa. Sijasikia mtu mwenye sio mwizi hajakosea mtu kuawa. Wakati huu ndio imefanyika. Tumekuwa na Titus Odira, tumeka na Amara chief, sasa tuko na sub chief anaitwa Wiki. Tunamuomba hata yeye mwenyewe angalia hii mambo. Tuna huzuni, hatuwezi tembea. Hata inabidi hata mama zetu tuwape security. Itabidi hata mamaka kupiga simu akitaka kwenda msalani. Sasa hiyo ni maisha ina gani? Akupige simu uamuke penye unalala, uangalie mamaka ameenda msalani na amerudi kwa nyumba na usalama. Nadhani hao wahalifu wamechukulia advantage kwa issue ya curfew. Kwa vile curfew inaanza saa 1 na tulikuwa tukijua maskari wanatembea, lakini atakuambia sasa hivi watu waogopi maskari, watu wanaogopa wezi. Kwa sasa hivi hakuna kuogopa askari. Askari atakushika, utarudi nyumbani kwa usalama, kwa vile utaona vile utafanya na lakini wezi watakuua. Sasa hivi hatuogopi maskari, tunaogopa wezi hapa Kakrao.